Okay. Dead ass took a nap. I had to figure some shit out. I feel inspirational though, so just wait there. The world is ending, okay? Like I'm gonna throw that out. No way. Okay, I can't get on the roof to do it, but fuck it. I just need some privacy. Oh, whoa. Holy sh... It's a big ass building. Okay. I don't want to say to an end, because nothing is the end. The end is subjective, okay? The situation is coming to an end. Do you hear that? Today, all I've noticed is the sun, the rain, the storms. There's been thunder, there's been sun, there's been hardcore rain. This is real. When you look at the context of shit, and you look at how minimal and how tiny, how the relevance of this vlog and my and the relevance of that's my individual big picture, because I am subjective. My independence and my authority as an individual is independent, okay? I'm independent in myself, right? We're all independent in ourselves, and we're all, whatever reason it is that we're here, like, it doesn't matter if you believe in whatever, like, people can, like, this is from anywhere from Christians to Muslims to fucking atheists. Like, if you believe or if you don't believe, it doesn't fucking matter. You're fucking here. This is seriously a warning. This is real. The simulation that we're in, I don't want to call it, I talk about it's the game, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a dark side to this shit. People's lives are just getting torn apart. Everything is going fucking in shit. We've got a president that, over reasons that, I mean, I personally believe, you know, I mean, he got kicked out of all the social stuff at the White House in Paris, France. People were going to be mean. So he pulled out the Paris Agreement. Is my personal opinion on that's how he wanted to fuck you. And this is a storm. Nothing is a coincidence. Every single thing that happens, every single piece of relevance, every single part of everything that exists, if you think about it as a simulation, okay? Think about it as the game, okay? But this is the real one, okay? Look at it, more advanced than that we play on computer games, but look at it. Feel fucking balls, okay? Feel shit. Look at this shit. It's all just different fucking materials, and materials are the same fucking combination of shit. It's just we don't understand it. I didn't really want to go down this wave of, like, you know, what's going on here and there, but the conversation that I just had, I felt inspired and I felt pumped, and I felt like I really need to do something, because there's people dying. If we can't save the world, who the fuck is gonna save the world? I don't see any businesses doing it so far. I'm just saying, like, I don't see people doing that. I don't see people doing anything. We're all in the same fucking cocoon. We're doing the same things. We're all existing at the same time. We have no comprehension of the future. We have no comprehension of the past. We don't know the past. We are the nothing that is ourselves. We are just ourselves. That's it. Nothing else. And I also understand that telepathy and reading the simulation is a language of the higher power that is the simulation, that is everything that we understand. You look into LSD and trips, and the things that build us and the things that just construct us. It's all just a path that you can exit at any point. Anyone that's taken LSD, and even if you only just go on YouTube and type in LSD trip and find out about it, it's like, it gives you the answer that you need, and sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good, whatever. But this thing is like, it takes you out to put you back into it. And I had an LSD trip a while ago, and it was I wouldn't usually do LSD. I just did this one time. I happened to have some, and I actually cut it in half, so I only took like half a dose. But it was not the worst moment in my life, but it was one of the most memorable, for sure. And I can sit here and talk about, you know, my ideas, and I can talk about the stuff that I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to spread, like, ideas. I'm trying to spread that part of my mind, but It's hard as fuck. The world is falling apart. I know people in America don't, watch about the UK politics either, but arguments, it's just one big fucking argument. They're arguing about who's in control of the kids. And then talking about how they're gonna put textbooks in front of a million kids. No one needs to look after anyone other than themselves, and that's where no one has the answer. You have the answers for yourself, and that is it. And yourself is designed to be whatever the fuck it is you're designed to be. But the understanding of the simulation and understanding that we are in literally something that you can plug into and plug out of. I'm sure there's a lot of people, along being myself, like half of me kind of is down for this journey of like Armageddon, but half of me is also on the other flip side. Like, I don't understand what the truth is or what's happening right now. Like, I don't understand what's going on, and I don't think anyone does. And that's the point, that we need to look at the science and read and understand that the second you can read the simulation, which is the reality, and you look into telepathic natures and understand how to read it like a book, depending on who you are, that's the second that you start to configure that this thing is all a simulation, and this thing is all out, and it knows exactly who you are, and it knows exactly it knows exactly why you're here, more so than you do. People are wasting their time doing jack shit, and we need to stand the fuck up and do shit. And I'm trying to do shit, and I'm out here, I'm trying to do positive things, almost like trying to pretend that everything is in my head like this, and pretend that my head isn't in this place. And I'm trying to build, things from the ground up and do things, businessy things and whatever, and business. I'm like, I don't like doing businessy stuff. I don't like doing that. My head's in other places. Okay, my head is in this place where I can see the fucking crumbling of areas. And guess who's accountable? Us, because we haven't spoken up yet. We've never had the facility to do so. We've never done it yet. I'm building this thing, and that's good. And when I started out doing it, it's something that's super positive, super cool, everything's fine. But I'm not being funny. Since I started doing this, and since I started and through my drug addiction that I had, and through everything that's just led up to where I am now, things have really fucking changed to a point where I'm looking at the game in front of me, and I'm like, okay, well this is something that needs to exist, and this is something that can save a lot of people from being trapped in their own heads. Yeah. But it's not about getting out and being, but I don't think it's about what it was originally about. God, whatever entity it is that is in control of the planet itself, needs to stand the fuck up, because that's what shit we need to be fucking doing. We need to stand the fuck up, understand the way shit is, understand the way things are, understand that we're going through a time that is going down, where it is not going up. All the shit that your parents told you about everything that the world that they grew up in is bullshit. It doesn't apply to us. They had this fairy tale dream that was basically just the fucking system in order that was built for that generation that we're now trying to adapt to, and we're trying to do it, but it's wrong. It puts you into look at their lives. Look at where they are now, the 50, 60 year olds. Do you want to be there? I don't want to be there. Think about the world that we're going to be in at that point. Think about that. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be happy, and it's not going to be fucking butterflies and daisies, yo. It isn't. Look outside. Look at the anger. Look at the pain. Look at the terrorism. Look at the bombings. Look at the weather. It's been what, 2 in 3? There's so many natural disasters going on now that we don't even fucking think about it. Donald Trump he has covered the news for nearly 2 years. Okay? 2 years now, since the start of his campaign. Over less than 2 years. 12 to 18 months. I don't know if I'm going crazy or if it's just me that feels this way, or if it's just me that has these kind of thoughts. And this isn't gonna work thinking that the government's gonna come out and save us and do some shit. Look at this. Look at what's going on. We've got this going on outside. Okay, you see it? It's got all this good stuff going on outside, and the president of the United States of America just cut the climate for additional budget, whatever his intentions were, whatever that was. Got nuked. We're talking about guns, we're talking about war, we're talking about armies, we're talking about you go here and I'll shoot you and I'm bombing you and I'm fuck this. Two men are arguing right now, and that means half of America might get blown out. Fuck that. We need to start looking at the world in the light that is really in front of us and understand that. Now, I'm dark-mooded. I'm very dark in my persona. I'm very dark in my thoughts. But it allows me to have the clarity to be able to, and the confidence to be able to say this shit until the fucking end. And out here to preach. I'm not out here to try and get everyone to be fucking happy and daisies and shit. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to tell everyone and make everyone aware. And I actually promise you that. Imagine what happens if we just lose, even we lose the internet. Okay, what happens if we lose the internet? As a generation, for us, we're fucked. We're completely fucked. We are fucked entirely. We lose power. We're fucked. And I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say that's the future. I don't know. No one knows. I'm saying we need to start fucking figuring out what it is that we need to do as humanity for ourselves. And we need to do that together. Because it's a sign. And if you read the universe like I do, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. And more so what I'm trying to do with Planet is to create a one dot that connects all the dots to the reality that happens day to day. Because the day-to-day realities that we have is time. Time is a narrative. Time is a story. This routine doesn't even exist. Traditions don't exist. Christmas itself doesn't even exist if you think about it in that sense. It's just a tradition. It existed in a religious sense for Jesus Christ, and that should have been kept the fuck there. But no, now it's used for some huge retail fucking everything that's been blown up like fucking everything. Time is a narrative. Time is a story. Time is a construction of reality in which that we are all present mind to. Right now I'm sitting in a fucking... It's like there's two sides to the coin. Some people think different to other people, and we need to figure out who those people are and which side it is that you're on. Because the second that you figure that out is the second that you're going to understand the purpose of your reality and the purpose of your existence. And the purpose of yourself is the purpose of everything that you've been built up to. The day that you figured out how to do X, Y, Z, the fucking conversation you have when you were 11, that shit matters. I pitched a game to a fucking 8-year-old when I was 9 years old, and in my head I was thinking I hated the kid. I hated the fucking kid. But I made these comments back when I was 8 years old to this kid. Imagine a game that is everywhere, that is everything, that is us, that is here. That's what I'm saying. Look where I'm at now. I'm just saying that everything is fucking connecting the dot. The dot is not to go and work for someone else and work for society and whatever, because our parents have been brainwashed. They've been brainwashed. Guess who by? The people who want us. And this is all my opinion. This is all my word. This is all what I see. This is all my vision of stuff. This is all my vision of stuff. I'm not out here to try and tell everyone that they're doing it wrong. Everyone had good intentions. It's just the world is moving forwards and we are not moving forwards. The things that we thought worked do not work anymore. And it's not that there's people out there that have bad intentions. There's greed, there's ego, and there's things out here that are out here to basically, and these thoughts that lower the importance of other people's individuality and other people's independence for individual gain. And a lot of climate change, I understand, is like, and the thing is about a lot of climate change is like, we're out here to try and almost we started using things and making energy and making these things for ourselves as humanity that we didn't even need to do. We started, like, we built furnaces on top of the ground to put smoke out into the air, to pollute the air, instead of understanding there's lava. Literally, one actual billionaire from India, I think it was India, but I watched a video, who's created a power source that plugs into the center of the planet. And we're about to run out of a lot of shit. We're about to run out of a lot of things. And the way humans work is, yeah, well, it's okay until it happens, and that's where we're about to get hit. And personally, first off, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be the one standing there being like, oh, okay, yeah, now the world, okay, cool. So I'm saying, everyone needs to think bigger. You've been trained to think small. Do not think small. Think, I want to fix cancer. Think, I want to help the fucking planet. Because planet, the actual this, you see this? This is God. Whatever this is God. Whatever I am God. Everything is God. We're all God. We all exist within the same reality. If we start doing that, the karma that comes back from that, do you understand? Think planet as an actual atom, and the atom is what we live on and eat. We literally eat the fucking simulation. And then we're like, oh, but what are animals here for? What are their other purpose? Well, the other purpose is to actually be free. But humans decided that we own all the land now. And I don't see many sheep walking into offices to go buy fields, man. I don't see that. The freedom that animals had is gone now. Guess who did that? Us. Their purpose, whatever it was, their intuition, their intuitive ability to do X, Y, Z, won't have been as advanced as humans. They're here for some reason. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at dogs. Dogs are fucking happy as fuck. Dogs are, you know, intuitive, doing shit. They run off doing it. But we limit them to our homes because we keep them as pets. And that's fine, because we treat them right. Because we actually treat them right. But then look at the sheep, look at the cows, and all them fucking other animals and shit, man. Look at it. We're meant to be out in the fields with them doing that shit. I'm just saying that. We have completely and utterly fucked this up. And this is... And the second that we start understanding this, sharing this alignment, I promise you your life's gonna get better. I promise you that everything's gonna change. And I promise you that you're gonna start seeing proof. And that's why you can't fuck with it. We're not meant to know what the fucking purpose of our own lives are. We're not meant to. The purpose of our lives is the purpose of our life. I'm me for some reason. I look like this for some reason. I look like this for an exact reason. Everything is designed down to everything. Everything is designed. Everything is designed. And the second that we start questioning why, and the second that we start, you know, self-valuing ourselves to the point where we should understand that and we should know that, fuck that. Sit the fuck back down, get back on the floor, and understand where we are. We're dogs to a reality, with the paintbrushes to the signs, and what I'm seeing from what I understand from everything that I'm seeing, pissing the higher power off. You can call it aliens, call it God, call it whatever you want to call it. It's the higher power that is to us. It's the higher understanding. It's the higher everything. We're stupid as fuck in comparison to whatever it is that is above us. The first thing you do when you make an AI is you make it unable to comprehend itself or anything above what it is. And I'm sick of thinking this shit and just being by myself about it, man. Like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I have to put this out. I have to, or I'm gonna go fucking crazy. I need to. No one else is saying this shit. But everyone's thinking it. You bring this up in conversations, everyone's like, oh yeah, nah, I'm super into this conversation. And I'm like, yo, talk about it then. Because what's going on? What I'm saying is, if you look at the world that we're in right now, and if you look at the world that we're in right now, and you look at the reality that we're living through, it's far from anything of dreams and happiness. We can be temporarily happy, and we can be kind of fake happy, and we can do all these things that are gonna just, you know, give us temporary satisfaction of whatever. But in this time and in this moment, if you're committing your entire existence to anything other than getting out of the rut that life is just places in, you need to reevaluate hard. Because what I'm saying is this: the city, places like London, places like in Europe mainly, like these places, like these central hubs, like natural disasters are the things that kill people. Natural disasters are what killed off the dinosaurs. Understand that everything just goes through cycles and cycles. Natural fluctuation of climate goes through like ice ages. You go through, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Things get wiped out. I'm just saying. Alright, dark mood over. I was just feeling inspirational. I thought I'd just say some stuff, and I came up here because I wanted to go on a route to show this song, but I think everyone's fucking heard it. You know what I'm saying? The second you become aware of yourself, you become self-aware, is the second that you really, really, really start understanding a lot of shit about the reality that you're in and the reality that surrounds you. Running everyone's fucking happy vibes. Back to reality. Let's take the stairs, bro. Let's go. Choices. That's the moral of the story. Not bad choices. Nah, better choices. Made better choices.